Hello there everyone, I'm Crazy Caleb, and today we are taking a look at Crackbox. So what we need to do for this is to solve a Crackbox, fill in the empty squares being white, and the black squares being the filled in ones, so that means we can't put anything there. Green is the one that we're currently on, so let's say if I try to put down like a 9 here, that wouldn't work whatsoever. It doesn't give you a strike at all, so you don't have to worry about that. So how do we solve a Crackbox? Rule number 1, each square must be filled in with a unique number. So in this case, we already have 2 and 8 pre-filled on here, so we cannot use 2 and 8 for the rest of the module. Rule 2, and this is the one that really gets people. Numbers that are adjacent to each other, including diagonally, must either be numerically adjacent in value, wrapping around, so 10 is considered numerically adjacent to 1, or both be even, or both be odd. So 2, for example, if I were to place a 1 here, that would be numerically adjacent in value to the 2, but not to the 8, so that would work. The 2 and the 8 work together because diagonally they are both even, so that works there. So this cannot be a 1, obviously. This is actually a rather interesting case scenario that we put ourselves in. This knowledge will actually set me up. So obviously the 1 cannot work here, so let's put it down in even value for now. And it might be a good idea to probably put down an even value, put the evens together actually. So let's put 4 here, or I'd probably put 10 here. Or no, let's put a 10 here, and let's put a 6 here, and let's put a 4 here. We have all of our even values laid out right now. Now, what we can do with this is we can put a 5 here, making them diagonally adjacent in value. So then what we can do with 6 is we can put 7 here. That works obviously because they are adjacent by 1 in value, and they are both even for the 5. I mean, they're both odd for the 5. Now here's where it gets a little bit interesting, because we've used all our even numbers, and we can't place anything else here, so we need to figure out something that's that works diagonally with this, because we've run out of even values. We can only place a 9 here. We can't place a 7 again, because we've already used that. So, obviously, this cannot be 6 and 4. We need to figure out a different value for that. So probably what it can end up being is 10, I don't think can go here. 10 I think actually has to go there. So if we did, actually if we swap these around, 6 and then 4. The 5 still works here. And then what we need to do is actually put a 3 here, so that we can use the 7 up here, and then our last remaining value is a 1. So how does this work? All of these together are even. 2 to the 8 is even, they work together. The 10 is surrounded by evens. The 4 is surrounded by evens and values that are 1 away from 4. So just taking a look at that, this is why this works. So we check it, green comes up, and that works.
Well done.
If it was wrong, for example, it would pop up with red even before it got to like a wrong square. It doesn't tell you where you were wrong, and it simply resets the whole board. Let's take a look at one more. Oh look, the lights went out. Cool. What can we do? We're given 3 and an 8. So probably what it's going to come down to is it's going to be all the odds on this side and all the evens on this side. That's usually how most people end up doing it, is keeping odds together and keeping evens together. So, but there is going to be one point where I'm going to have to pay attention to. So, perhaps what we can do is we can do the evens on these 5, so that we actually only have to worry about one value being adjacent and whatnot. So let's say 1 here. Let's do 7. Let's do 9, and let's do 5 here. We have all our odd values out. Now, what can work with 1? 2 can. 2 or 10 can. So we can have 2 spots there. So let's go down here. Now, what copes with 5? 5 has to these 2 spots have to be 4 and 6. And then by default, this is going to be a 10. All of these odds values together, hold on a second. So all of these values together are odd right here. So they work. And then these are 1 away in value. These are all evens. And these values are 1 away. Let's check it. That works. So it's basically going to be a lot of the diffuser working out. Or you can give it to your expert if you are not familiar with Crackbox. But hopefully, I just got you familiar with it. So, as always, I hope you guys enjoy. Stay crazy, stay cool, and don't explode. See you guys.